Hello students, so today we will discuss about the cash flow statement. So last class we have discussed about how to calculate the net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So now we will proceed from there. So since we have learned how to calculate net profit before tax and extraordinary items, okay, so what happens? First of all, we are required to calculate the cash flow from operating activities. Okay, so for that, first of all, what we have to do, we have to add the non-operating expenses. Now non-operating expenses, what effect it do have? Actually, in profit and loss account, this all non-operating activities has been debited to profit and loss account. So as a result, our profit has been decreased. Now in order to calculate the actual cash flow from operating activities, what we have to do, we have to add back the non-operating expenses. So what are the items which constitute the non-operating expenses? You can say depreciation written off, it would be given in the adjustment, depreciation written off on fixed assets, then goodwill written off. Okay, so goodwill written off can also be considered as a what? Amortization of goodwill. So amortization term has been used in case of what? In case of intangible assets. Now interest on bank overdraft, so it would be also considered as a what? Non-operating expenses, so it will be added. Now interest on debentures or any other long-term borrowings, then loss on sale of fixed assets, so this is also would be considered as a what? Non-operating expenses. Why? Because it is not of recurring nature. Okay, so all the items, these all items would be added to the net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Okay, so now less non-operating incomes. Since non-operating income might have credited in profit and loss account, so it would have increased the profit figure, so we have to reduce the amount of non-profit income. Okay, so what does it includes? Interest income or interest on investment, then profit on sale of assets. The bracket sign indicates the negative figure. Okay, and whatever the answer which you will get after the calculation, that amount would be known as a what? Operating profit before working capital changes. It can be profit, it can be loss. Okay, why working capital before working capital? Because till now we have not adjusted the current assets and current liabilities. Okay, so after this figure, what we have to do? We have to see the current assets. If there would be the decrease in current assets, then those items would be added. And remember, current assets does not include cash and cash equivalent. As we have read earlier, cash equivalent includes your short-term investment, your cash credit, bank overdraft, and demand deposits. Okay, so that is your decrease in current assets. So all the current assets, if current asset is decreasing, you have to add, okay, the difference figure. Now increase in current liabilities. So whatever the current liability, if there would be increase in the current liability, that means we have to compare the previous year from current year. If there would be increase in current liabilities, that will be added back to the operating profit before working capital changes. Okay, now increase in current asset would be your it results to the your cash outflow of cash. ठीक है, जब कभी भी फॉर एग्जांपल सपोज स्टॉक का वैल्यू दिया है सपोज 10,000, ओके, इन 2019, सपोज वी कैन सी फॉर एग्जांपल स्टॉक, ओके, स्टॉक वैल्यू 2019 it has given say 10,000, then again in 2020 it has been given 15,000. That means there has been the increase in stock. So increase in stock means what? We might have purchased the stock, so it would be result to the cash inflow or outflow. It would be result to the cash outflow. The outflow of cash मतलब cash जा रहा है, ठीक है? So that would be what? That would be your subtracted. Okay? So this is your value. Whatever the current assets would be increased. Okay? The increase in current asset would be reduced. Now decrease in current liability, okay, that would be also your what? That would be also be your deducted. Okay, why it would be deducted? Suppose creditor is given 20,000, ठीक है, उसके बाद suppose creditor दिया है 15,000, so that means what? 5,000 creditor has been, you can consider as decrease in current liability. That means we might have paid the amount of creditor of this 5,000. Okay, so it will reduce the amount of cash, so it would be your subtracted, decrease in current liabilities. Okay, last but not the least, income tax paid. Okay, sometimes what happens, only provision for taxation for current year is given. Okay, so provision for taxation, as we have read, that would be added back to the net profit before your tax and extraordinary items, and that same amount would be reduced as your income tax paid if it is not given separately. Okay, so whatever the answer would be, we can get the answer either in positive or in negative. If we get the answer in positive figure, what we will write? Cash flow from. Okay, in case of positive answer, we have to write cash flow from operating activities. If the answer comes negative, that means in bracket figure, so we have to write cash flow used in operating activities. Okay, so this is how we are required to calculate the cash flow from operating activities. So now you can see the next is your cash flow from investing activities. As we have read in the cash flow statement that we are required to prepare cash flow statement as per accounting standard 3 revised. That means we are required to prepare all the three activities: operating activities, investing activities and financing activities. Okay, so now in case of investing activities, we have to consider what? Only the fixed assets. Okay, so sometimes additional information would be given, so we are required to prepare the working note, okay, for fixed assets account. That we will see later. Now what we have to see, if there would be the sale of fixed assets, ठीक है, अगर हम सेल कर रहे हैं फिक्स्ड एसेट, दैट मींस देयर वुड बी इनफ्लो ऑफ कैश आ रहा है, ठीक है, सो दैट वुड बी एडेड. ओके, नाउ proceeds from sale of investment, as we have read कि current investment would not be taken. Why? Because it would be considered as a what? Cash equivalent. But in case of non-current investment, if we are selling the investment, that means there has been the cash inflow of cash, so that would be added. Okay, for example, suppose your investment value, non-current investment value has been given, say 2019 it would be given 50,000, okay, and 2020 it would be given 30,000. That means what? In 2020 the value has been decreased, so there has been a decrease in your non-current investment. Decrease मतलब क्या हुआ? हम लोग we will assume that we have sell the investment. So what will be the sale of investment? The figure would be how much? 20,000. Okay, so now purchases of fixed assets. Now in case of purchases of fixed assets, what will be effect in cash? There would be outflow of cash. ठीक है, पैसा जा रहा है, so that would be your reduced. So all the three items we have considered: your sale of fixed assets, sale of non-current investment and purchase of fixed assets. So all the three items would be added together to get the answer of cash flow from or used in investing activities. Again, if the answer comes positive, you have to write cash flow from investing activities. If the answer comes negative, you have to write cash flow used in investing activities. Okay, now last but not the least is your cash flow from financing activities. Now cash flow from financing activities, it results to the change in composition of the capital of the business. Okay, so that will be your issue of shares or debentures. Suppose shares value has been increasing. Suppose share value is given in 2019, it has been given 2 lakh, and in 2020 it has been given 3 lakhs. That means the company might have issued the share of rupees how much? 1 lakh. Issue means your what? Cash has been, what will be the entry? Bank account debited to share capital. So that means there has been the inflow of cash, so that would be added. Similarly, in case of your redemption of debentures, if the debentures value or long-term borrowings value would be reduced, that means we will assume that we have paid the amount of debentures, so that would be your subtracted. Now again, payment of dividend, as we have read earlier that payment of dividend is added to the net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Okay, so now here in this case what we have to do, we have to subtract the payment of dividend. Why it has been subtracted? Because since dividend is paid in share capital, so share capital is a part of financing activities, so payment of dividend would also be considered as a part of financing activities. Okay, so now increase or decrease in bank overdraft and cash credit will also be considered. So after the consideration of all these items, additions, whatever the answer which we will get, the answer would be either in positive, so that would be written as cash flow from financing activities, or the answer will be in negative, that will written is cash flow used in financing activities. So now let us solve the practical question based on cash flow from operating activities. So question you can see from the board. Your Sunshine Limited reported net profit after tax is given how much? 3,40,000 for the year ended 31st March 2019. And the extract of balance sheet has been given, all the data has been provided. Depreciation charged on plant and machinery is given how much? 49,000. Insurance claim received is given how much? 20,000. Gain on sale of investment is given 8,000. Okay, which has been appeared in the statement of profit and loss for the year ended 31st March 2019. Okay, so you are required to prepare cash flow from operating activities. So let us start the solution. Okay, so first of all, what we have to calculate? Net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Okay, so we'll see net profit given after tax. Net profit after tax has been given how much? 3,40,000. Okay, so in this what we have to add? We have to add the provision for taxation. And remember, provision for taxation 2 year has been given, 2019 and 2018. Okay, so 18 would be considered as the previous year and 19 would be considered as the current year. So always remember, current year provision for taxation is to be added. So add provision for taxation. Add provision for taxation. Okay, and this would be added for current year. So how much is the provision for taxation? It is your 13,000. Okay, so how much will be the total? Total would be 3,53,000. So 3,53,000, and this will what this will be known as net profit before tax, net profit before tax and extraordinary items. And extraordinary items. Okay, so now what we have to add? We have to add the non-operating expenses. If there would be non-operating income, we have to deduct the non-operating income. So add, what does the non-operating expenses include? Depreciation charged on plant and machinery has been given how much? 49,000. So this would be added. So depreciation on fixed assets. So depreciation on fixed assets. How much it is? It is 49,000. Okay. Now insurance claim received. Again, insurance claim received is an income. Okay, so it has been already included, so we have to subtract. Why? Because it is not a part of operating activity. Okay, so 20,000 would be your insurance claim received, would be your subtracted. Okay, so now your gain on sale of investment has been given. So gain on sale of investment. So gain on sale of investment is a profit item. Okay, so non-operating profit or non-operating income, so it will also be reduced. How much it is? It is your 8,000. Okay. So after these are all the items. So after the calculation of all these items, whatever the answer which we will get, that will be your operating profit before working capital changes. Okay, so 3,53,000 plus 49,000 minus 20,000 minus 8,000. Okay, so how much it will be the amount? 3,74,000. Okay, so this will be your what? This will be your operating profit before working capital changes. So operating profit before working capital changes. Okay, so now what we have to do? We have to add decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities. So we can see your current asset is your inventory and trade receivable and prepaid expenses. ठीक है? So अगर current assets क्या होगा? Increase हो रहा है तो minus करना है, decrease होगा तो plus करेंगे. So add. So we'll see inventory. देखो 2018 we have to compare from previous year to current year. 72,000, 69,000. That means increase in inventory. Increase in inventory. Okay. So increase in 72,000 and 69,000. So this will be your decrease. So decrease in inventory. So decrease in inventory would be added. How much it would be? Your 3,000. Okay. Now you see trade receivable has been increased. So increase in trade receivable 61,000 था 94,000 हो गया. Okay, so trade receivable is in current assets. So increase in current assets would be subtracted. Okay, so how much it would be? It would be your 33,000. Okay, now you see prepaid expenses 3,000, 14,000. So it is also been increasing current assets. So increase in prepaid expenses. So increase in current assets will be reduced. ठीक है, माइनस करना पड़ेगा 3,000 minus 14,000. So how much is the difference figure? Difference figure is 11,000. Okay, now you see trade payable. So increase in trade payable is the current liability. So increase in current liability would be added. So increase in trade payable. So increase in trade payable. So this is your current liability. How much it has been increased? Your 4,000. So 4,000 would be added. Okay. So after this, what we have to reduce? We have to reduce less. So here what we have? Here we have reduced the insurance claim received. So here what we have to do? We have to add back to the insurance claim received. So add insurance claim received. So how much is the amount? Insurance claim received. Amount is 20,000. Add करना पड़ेगा हमको. Again, last but not the least is the less your income tax paid. Income tax paid. Now you remember that we have taken provision for taxation for the current year. We have taken in the calculation of net profit before tax and extraordinary items. But here, since we are required to calculate the income tax paid, so the previous year tax would be considered as your income tax paid. Okay, so this would be your amount of previous year. Okay, so how much is the previous year amount? Is 19,000. Okay, so after the calculation of all this, we will get the answer your cash flow from operating activities. Okay, so how much will be the difference figure? Your 3,38,000 will be the total. Okay, so the answer would be your whatever the answer which you will get. This will be your what? Cash flow from operating activities. Cash flow from operating activities. Okay, so this is the way we are required to calculate cash flow from operating activities. So now let us solve the next question. So calculate cash flow from operating activities. Your opening balance is being given, closing balance has been given. Surplus balance in statement of profit and loss account, general reserve, provision for depreciation on plant, outstanding expenses, goodwill, trade receivable. Also one adjustment has been given. An item of plant costing rupees 20,000 having book value of rupees 14,000 was sold for rupees 18,000. Okay, so here listen. So before solving this question, what we have to do? We have to prepare the working note. Why we are preparing working note? Because the adjustment relating your plant has been, fixed asset has been given. Remember, whenever the adjustment would be given, that means we are required to prepare your necessary working note to calculate the depreciation or profit on sale of assets. Okay, so now we can say, first of all, before solving the question, first of all let us prepare the working note. Let us prepare your plant account. So it is a ledger account. Okay, so first of all you see an item of plant costing 20,000. So what is the book value of plant? Is your 20,000. So what we will write? To balance brought down. Okay, so how much is the amount? Amount is your 20,000. Okay, so plant costing 20,000 having book value of rupees 14,000 was sold for 18,000. Whenever we sell the machine, what is the entry? Bank account debited to plant account. Okay, so that will be shown on the credit side. What we will write? We will write by bank account. Okay, within bracket what we will write? Sale. So how much it has been sold? It has been sold for your 18,000. Now you see your plant value is 20,000. Now book value is your 14,000. That means 6,000 would be considered as a what? Provision for depreciation, otherwise known as accumulated depreciation. Okay, so here what we have to show? By provision for depreciation, by provision for depreciation. Okay, so how much we have to write? Your difference figure is how much? 6,000. Okay, so now you see, get the total. So how much will be the total? Total is your 24,000. Okay, and here balancing figure is how much? 20,000. So difference figure would be considered as a what? As your gain on sale of assets. So how much will be the difference figure? To gain on sale of assets. Okay, and this will be what? This will be a balancing figure. 24,000 minus 20,000. How much it would be? It will be your 4,000. Okay, so from the preparation of plant account, we have calculated the gain on sale of assets. That will be added back in the case of your net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Now again, your provision for depreciation has been given. So we are required to prepare one more account. That is your what? Provision for depreciation account. Okay, so let us say provision for depreciation account. So opening balance, remember, this is a liability. Provision for depreciation account is a liability. So opening balance will shows your credit balance. So 30,000 is there. So what we have to write? By balance brought down. So opening balance is how much? Your 30,000. Okay. Now what is the closing balance? Closing balance is 35,000. So to balance carry down. So how much is the closing balance? Closing balance is 35,000. Again, by provision for depreciation has been given how much? 6,000. Okay, so what will be the entry? Provision for depreciation account debited to plant account. So that will be shown on the debit side to plant account. How much it is your? 6,000. Total is how much? Total is 41,000. Difference figure would be your depreciation. By depreciation, that will shown in statement of PL account. Statement of PL account. Okay, how much it would be? It will be your 11,000. Okay, so from here we have calculated the amount of depreciation as well as we have calculated the gain on sale of assets. Now what we are required to prepare? Cash flow from operating activities. Okay, so let us prepare our cash flow from operating activities. So first of all, what we have to write? Statement of profit and loss. Opening balance is 30,000, closing balance is 35,000. So how much is the profit? 5,000. So we have to write surplus as per PL account. So surplus as per profit and loss account. How much is the surplus? Surplus is your 5,000. Again we have to add the item of reserve. That is your general reserve is how much? 10,000, and now it is 15,000. That means add transfer to reserve. So add transfer to reserve. Okay, how much is the amount? Amount is your again 5,000. So total amount is 10,000, and this 10,000 would be your net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So now what we have to add? Your non-operating expenses. So add non-operating expenses. We have calculated your depreciation. How much? 11,000. So add depreciation on plant. How much it is? It is your 11,000. This will be your 11,000. Okay. Now gain on sale of assets 4,000. So it might have increased your cash flow from operating activity. So we have to reduce. Less gain on sale of assets. So gain on sale of assets or plant. How much it is your? It is your 4,000. Okay. So how much is the difference figure? So difference figure would be your, this one your 21,000 minus 4,000. How much it is your? 17,000. Okay. So 17,000 would be considered. And now one more thing. Here goodwill has been given 20,000. Now here 10,000 has been given. That means 10,000 goodwill has been decreased. That will be considered as a what? Amortization of goodwill. So that will also be added. So add amortization. Add amortization of goodwill. Okay. So amortization of goodwill is how much? Your 10,000. So this will be how much? This will be your 27,000. Okay. So this would be considered as a what? This is your operating profit before working capital changes. So operating profit before working capital changes. Now what we have to see? Increase in current assets and increase in current liability. Okay, you see your asset is only given trade receivable. 35,000 is the opening balance. Is your how much? The 40,000. Closing balance is 35,000. That means decrease in trade receivable. So we have to add. Okay, add decrease in trade receivable. Already it has been explained. Whatever the current asset would be there, if decrease in current asset would be there, that would be added. How much it is? It would be your 5,000. Now one more current liability has been given, outstanding expenses. 5,000 is there, now 3,000. So decrease in current liability. So it would be your subtracted. So less your decrease in your outstanding expenses. So decrease in outstanding expenses. Okay, how much it is? It is your 2,000. Okay, so 27 plus 5, 30, 32. 32 minus 2 is how much? That is your 30,000. Okay, so this is your 30,000. So this will be your answer our cash flow from operating activities. Cash flow from operating activities. So answer is how much? Answer is 30,000. Okay, so this is how we are required to prepare our cash flow from operating activities, and in case of fixed assets, adjustment is to be given. So this is how we are required to calculate your ledger account. Okay, ledger account of your fixed assets. So that's all for today. Thank you.